Thank you all for showing up. You know, Don Juan, in the teachings of Don Juan said that the secret about humans is that we are perceiving beings. And everything we experience is perception. And I resonated with your story, Carlene, because one of the things that happens is we tune our perception to other people's perception. And we do it automatically because we're mammals. And it's that attunement that it can lead to a mob and a lynching, and it can also lead to people being really inspired and, you know, making a moon landing happen. And it's just part of who we are. And so a lot of people have, you know, Albert Einstein, one of his most famous quotes is that the most important decision that a person makes is whether they live in a hostile or a friendly universe. Because that fundamentally impacts how our nervous system filters input to our brain. And so, when I'm talking about a soothing bath for the nervous system, it's about inviting your perception into an area where you feel seen, heard, cared for, and get that in your body. And notice how that impacts your being. You know, one thing that I've noticed in myself since I started studying NVC is when I first started studying NVC and I did something I didn't like or I forgot something, I'd say, "David, you idiot." And I became aware that I said that a lot. And somehow, I don't know how it shifted or when it shifted. It's been in the last 2 years sometime, maybe 2.5. But now I find myself just automatically saying, "David, I love you." And it really is a different world. It's a different life when that is the automatic tape that's going on in my head. And I can't even tell you how it happened specifically. My left brain cannot articulate a series of levers and gears and techniques and paths that brought this to be. But I know it's directly connected to this work I do and to self-empathy and NVC. And, you know, there's some right brain kind of spontaneity there. So I can't tell you how it happened, but it has happened, and I know it's connected to this work. So, I feel a little tender sharing that because I've never told anyone that before. But it's pretty new in my life, and it really makes for a more peaceful existence and helps me not get hysterical when people around me are hysterical about this thing or that thing that's going on in the culture at large. And then one of the consequences of that is I find that people will call me when they're really upset and then thank me for talking them down and reminding them that there's more to the world than whatever it is that they're obsessing about because of the fear that they feel.